So here's how I used to set aside writing time in order to get things done. Back when I was a playwright, I thought it was really romantic to have, um, these all night writing sessions, but I would really only do it when I felt inspired to do that. So if I felt in the mood, if I felt like the muse was calling me, I would start writing at about 8, 9, 10 p.m. I'd put a pot of coffee on. I'd get out my Baileys, put the Baileys in the coffee. Sometimes, I don't know why, I also made a pot of potatoes because I got it in my head. I don't have time to make food. I don't have time for sustenance. I must plow through and follow this inspiration to the end. And so I would stay up all night until the sun came up writing. Now, I'm going to tell you, I very often didn't get much done during that time, but I had decided today, I feel something stirring. I'm going to follow it all night long. It was sort of this narrative I created about myself and what I wanted to say about inspiration and how I wanted to follow it and chase it. And it wasn't productive at all. Fast forward to when I was a freelance writer, not writing plays anymore, writing to pay the bills, legit covering household expenses for child and spouse. And I remember, so this has got to be 15 years later. I remember we were visiting my dad in Minneapolis, and we were in St. Paul, and I can't remember what we were on our way to do. But I pulled the laptop out of my bag, put it on my knees on my lap, and I said, hang on, I've just got to get something done. And I wrote this, I don't even know, it's a few hundred words, wasn't that big a deal, but I had to turn something in, and I turned it in, closed the laptop, and my dad said, what did you just do? I said, oh, I just finished a work assignment. And he couldn't believe I had written it in the car in something like 15 minutes from one place to the other. The stark difference between I must have potatoes and a pot of coffee and Baileys and the right mood and the right astrological moment to hang on a sec, let me write something. Wow, such a huge difference. And I tell you this because it's just all a narrative we create in our minds. Really, you can write anywhere, anytime if you just decide to do it. And I wanted to share this with all of you because I've come to believe after 30 years of writing professionally, yes, 30, technically 31, that we don't write when we're inspired, we write to be inspired. We write to be inspired. That the real inspiration comes from the practice of writing, not the other way around. And we just tell ourselves so many stories about how we need to feel, the conditions we need to have in order to write. I can only write in coffee shops. I can only write in the morning. I can only write longhand on a specific kind of paper. Honestly, it's all BS. You can do whatever you want. You just have to decide. And I'm thinking of that today because in my workshop, we just started Sprintapalooza, which is a 4-week writing craziness where we just write at all times during the day. The conditions don't have to be perfect. You don't have to look like what your idea of a writer. You don't have to act like your idea of a writer. I mean, thank God I get rid of the Baileys. I mean, goodness. Why did I think I needed that? I didn't need it. You can write with the laptop on your knees when someone else is driving the car. Key point there, someone else should be driving the car. You can do it wherever, whenever. You just have to do it. So whether you're in my workshop or not, I say, hey, set some goals for the next few weeks with respect to writing and just knock them out any old time.